were a shit-covered peasant just like the rest of us.
Not spatula, Kong. Ah!
Be cool. Ignore your parents. Stay out late. Drop out of school.
It's right on the corner of Route 25 and Get a Whiff Boulevard, right beside Bill's Dirty Mattress Alley.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour.
It's Captain Adam's Happy Hour, right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour.
It's Captain Adam's Happy Hour, right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Ahoy there, mateys. Welcome aboard the VHS Pirate Ship, and welcome to Captain Adam's Happy Hour. I'm Captain Adam, as you probably figured out by now. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm doing well in here. Everything's going great for me out here on the high seas. I'm cruising right outside the Bermuda Triangle here on the Atlantic Ocean. I should tell you, I don't mean to disappoint a lot of people out there, but the Bermuda Triangle is a little bit overrated. I have yet to see anything weird. So I don't know what to tell you about that, unless right now everything that's existing around me is weird, and I am in fact in a different dimension. I wouldn't be able to tell if that were the case anyway, but it is how it is. Certainly I haven't seen anything weird out here around the Bermuda Triangle all my years of sailing around this area. So yes, I excuse me, certainly hope you're doing well out there. How's your week going? I hope everything is going supreme for you out there. Let's see. Yeah, Wednesday, trying a new time slot here at 5 o'clock, because it is a happy hour. And usually happy hours in bars and restaurants are around 5 o'clock. But I don't really know how well it's going to translate for my audience, if I do in fact have an audience. So we'll see. It's a little test run. Again, it's all experimental. This is all experimental. So maybe, in fact, one day I will change this time slot to like 7 p.m. Eastern or something like that. Maybe a more acceptable time, because I know a lot of people are probably just getting off work. They're busy doing other stuff. And this, that, and the third. What? We got some chats here. We got, what was that? Come on there, mouse pad. Work. Hang on. There we go. Anthony, Big Tony checking in with us with some incredibly bad news. He says, wow, is that true? Well, of course, why would he lie about that? He says that his girlfriend died in a car accident. Holy shit. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I really am. I don't know what to say there, Anthony. Well, that's going to kick things off to a weird start. Sorry to hear that, Anthony. Gee whiz, man. We got Rob's Vintage Video checking in. Sup, Rob. Rob's Vintage Video, of course. I don't think there's many people watching right now, but I should say definitely subscribe to Rob's Vintage Video right here on YouTube for all kinds of fun stuff, especially Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, featuring myself. It's a live stream with the Dream Team, Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on Rob's Vintage Video. We talk all kinds of stuff, and it's always a good time. And it's the exclusive home of the Tape Off, the game of one upsmanship, where Rob and I try to outmatch each other with a randomly selected category of film genre, and we see what we have readily available in our VHS collections to outmatch each other with tapes with the respective film genre that was drawn, the randomly drawn film genre. So that's always a good time. So yes, definitely subscribe to Rob's Video on YouTube, right here on YouTube. Let's see what we got. Anthony changing up the conversation with, he said he saw the new Superman. Anthony, how was it? I've heard all kinds of stuff. Actually, all I've heard was positive things about it, but I don't know if they're true or not. Who knows? Superman, another Superman movie. How about that? I don't understand why they keep doing that. Like, what happened to what's his name? What's his name? Who did Superman recently? What was his name? Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill. Yeah. Why wasn't he Superman in this one? What happened there? I thought he was the new Superman. I thought he was good. You know, I enjoyed Man of Steel. I certainly did. I thought that was a pretty decent flick, especially Kevin Costner as Clark Kent's dad. Um, I thought that was good stuff. Let's see here. We got Rob says this is the best show on YouTube. I don't know about that, Rob. Thank you for your kindness, buddy. But yeah, I don't know about that. It's definitely the happiest hour on YouTube is Captain Adam's Happy Hour right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Anthony says, just got a VHS. What VHS, Anthony, my man? Let us know. Let us know what VHS you got and where you got it from. Was it a thrift store score or was it harvested from the internet, the interwebs as they call it? Right there. All right. Big Tony says it was awesome. No, that's not what he said. Hold on. And the chat keeps moving here. Can you guys see the chat on the screen when I highlight them? Because I can't really see them on my little monitor screen here. Yeah. See, he says it was awesome. Is that, well, that's a pretty streamlined review. I guess there's a lot to unpack there. So we'll leave it at it was awesome. I think it's weird that they included Crypto the Super Dog. As far as I knew, Crypto was sort of a latter added character just to make things more jovial. So I don't know if Crypto's really is. I guess Crypto is canon in the Superman universe. Oh, you meant Tape Talk? Okay, yeah, thanks. I definitely didn't mean this show. That's for sure. Yeah, Tape Talk is the smartest show on YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you meant Amityville 2 with that one, Anthony. So yeah, that's a good tape to have. Good shit. Good stuff. Good stuff. We see them. Okay, you see them. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I have a very, very, very small monitor here, and like all the options on StreamYard are like huge for some reason. Maybe it's maybe I must have set this to like senior citizen settings because everything is huge, way too big. What I need to see isn't big enough. I got to go in there and check and fix that some other time, but not. It is not this day, as I am rather busy right now. So let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, 2 people watching. That's good. Yeah. So, anyways, once I got you 2 people here, what do you think about this time slot? Do you think it's too early in the evening, or should I do a later one? It's really all up in the air to me. It's anything goes with here. So, yeah. What the hell? That's curious. Oh, Rob, you flatter me. Flattery will get you everywhere. This is an excellent show as well. Well, thanks, Rob. That's very nice of you to say. Certainly not as fun as Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, I must say. I always have a great time doing that show. Thank you very much, Rob, for including me on that show. Of course, without me, you wouldn't have a Captain. You'd have to call it something else, I suppose. Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and so-and-so. Rob and Slapdick. Who knows? But it could just be Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob. You could do a solo show. But, what's the Tonight Show? What's Johnny Carson without Ed McMahon, right? You know what I'm saying? And now that I went full screen with this, it completely shrank, and there it goes. Wow, this is really weird. I know I complain about this all the time, all the happy hours I've had so far. This is the 4th one, by the way, if you can believe it. I always complain about how weird StreamYard is to use. It's just very, very weird. It's like set up for a Wookiee to use or something. I don't really know what's going on here. But as long as we're broadcasting okay, it just seems like the menus and icons they always seem like they change every time I use it. I hate it. I don't like it at all. Well, okay, that's enough of that. Enough of that rubbish. Rob says no. Oh, hold on, I'll get to it. Let me see, man. This why doesn't that move up when I hit it? It should move up. Rob says it's harder streaming by himself or yourself rather. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, streaming by yourself is weird. Especially my first experiences with streaming are with you, Rob. So when you have somebody else there to talk to live, it's definitely a different experience than just doing it by yourself. But we overcome, we adapt and overcome. That's what we do. So did I show it? Yeah. Now I'm gonna hide it. There we go. Wow, this is stupid. There we go. Hide it. That's what I hide. There we go. Damn. Not hide, but at least take it off the screen. That's what it means. Uh, I don't know about that, Rob. I mean, I'd watch you. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to see Tape Talk with just Rob. Um, I don't know. I would. You could always have some kind of guest. You know, like Professor Tape Talk with Rob and the Professor Macabro. Of course, his schedule is so hard to line up sometimes. Ooh. Yeah, we got Video Tasties checking in. Hello, Gareth. How are you, my friend? Video Tasties. Have you heard the song "Happy Hour" by the House Martins? No, I have not. Perhaps I should, eh? Uh, yes. Let's see. I don't have much of an audience right now, but I'm going to go ahead and say because the audience I do have is already subscribed to you, Gareth. But I'm going to say it anyway for future references. Video Tasties on YouTube, right here on YouTube. Great channel. Subscribe if you have not already. I'm going to be joining him Sunday, July 27th for a VHS countdown show. It's where he counts down the top VHS rentals and sales from a particular month, particular week, a particular year, and we have to try to guess the movie from a tagline he gives us, and that is never easy. It's always very, very complex and cryptic, and it's always a good time. Frustratingly fun is what it is. Oh, it's funstration because that's really hard to do, trying to guess a movie by a tagline. So yeah, this time it's February of 1991. I don't remember what date, Gareth, but that's all out there anyway. I mean, we'll find out. But yeah, it's February something of 1991. So that'll be fun. Yeah, what movies do you remember that came out in 91, especially in February? You might be thinking, oh, well, Terminator 2's got that beat. That's got to be number one. No, not in February of 1991. That was pretty early on in the year. I mean, February 91, T2, which of course will later go on to be a huge VHS bulkhead, but not in February because it wasn't even released yet in February. So that's good stuff. So yeah. So yes, there'll be more details on the next chart show coming up soon. Look for the promotions. There'll be plenty of promotions. Don't worry, you won't miss it. You're not going to miss the promotions, that's for sure. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. This time it's war. What movie do you think he's talking about? I mean, trust me, it doesn't get easier. Like I mean, yeah, these taglines they can be rather broad and just very, very general, and they could be about any movie. But then sometimes they are a little bit easier, but not often. So I'm looking forward to that show, Gareth. Always a good time. Thank you for inviting me on those. It's a good time. They are a good time. Yeah, I tried to get your watch party with National Lampoon's Vacation yesterday, but I got the notification. I said, "Oh, that's cool." I tuned in, and you guys were wrapping up. So you were right there when Mr. Wally showed up, and towards the end of the film, and I was like, "What? Why are the notifications so lackluster with me? I don't understand that." But yeah, it was a good time. I had fun in the last 10 minutes of the stream, so it's all good stuff. But let's see. Rob says Rob's are a dime a dozen. VHS pirates are harder to come by. Well, I don't know about that, but you're all too kind, Rob. Everybody's just saying hi. Yes. So Yeah. So what do you think, guys? You think 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern time is a good time slot for this? What do you think? I know. If I was, you know, a subscriber to this channel and I saw that there was a live stream at 5 p.m., I would tell them to go stick it because 5 p.m. is kind of a weird time. But like I said, 5 p.m. is the official happy hour for any kind of restaurant or bar. It's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. But you know, that's for a bar or restaurant. This is not a bar or restaurant. This is a YouTube channel. Okay. Maybe I should straighten up on my time slots. Um, might be a bit early. Yeah, it might be a bit early, but this is all experimental stuff. All experimental stuff. So, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I think it might be a bit early too. But, it is what it is. Too late now, right? Too late now. It's not a bit early. It's not a bit early for Gareth. It's, what is it, 9 o'clock there in your neck of the woods, Gareth? Or 10 o'clock? Is it 10 o'clock where you are right now? 10 p.m.? Yeah. It's almost tomorrow where Gareth is. Hey, public distrust is here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he hates it. He hates it, he says. Yeah, maybe seven's best. Seven's best for next time. But it's always next time, right? Next time. I have to change all the promos. Yeah, 5 p.m. the cocktail hour, certainly. Yeah, never come to this bar again. At these prices, I can see why. No, we don't get it. We don't get a lot of you molten rock men down here. Thanks for stopping by, Public Distrust. Let's see here. Let's see. I want to share something, but what do I want to share? Share something. Well, let's go to some media assets. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got in the till here? Now let's have a little word from our sponsors, shall we?
This hour of programming brought to you in part by Kittykins Cat Snacks. Yes, your cat will love the new power-infused flavors of garlic and field mouse and wounded baby rabbit. And the best part is, kids love them too. Kittykins Cat Snacks by Buco Products.
And by
Sunnyside Sundries Convenience Stores, where convenient is what they are. And convenience is what you pay for. Yes, the goods are more expensive, but where else are you going to get tampons and dog food at 3 in the morning? Yes, Sunnyside Sundries Convenience Stores, convenient is what they are. Convenience is what you pay for. Having a snack attack? Well, be sure to pick up one of their special quarter-pound tater dogs with a 32-ounce sludgy, any flavor, for only $2.99. With 25 convenient locations all throughout the tri-state area, there's one right around the corner from you. So keep on the sunny side of life with Sunnyside Sundries Convenience Stores, where convenient is what they are, and convenience is what you pay for. The weather tonight's going to be mostly clear with a high of 84, not quite as humid, but it'll still feel like you're walking around inside of a giant crotch.
Oh yeah, it's been really really muggy where I am. I don't know about you guys, but it's been quite oppressive. Oh, you know what? There's a nice breeze that happens every now and again, but that's about it. Very very thick humidity. My pubic hair is just an afro, just definitely poofing off. Oh, you changed your mind, did you, Rob? Why do you change your mind? I'm picking up a little sarcasm there. That's what I'm picking up. A little sarcasm. Well, anywho, folks, let's see. Let's do some movie talk. Yeah. Well, anyways, I try to watch a movie every night, and I've watched a couple good ones. Well, good and bad, I should say. Excuse me. Good and bad movies. I don't remember when I watched it, but when was it? I don't remember when it was, but yeah, I finally watched Car Wash. I mean, if you're familiar with Car Wash, the film Car Wash, I think it's a '78 film. Car Wash. I can't remember the director, but it was written by Joel Schumacher. Always heard about it. Never watched it until just recently, or this last week. I think it was it Monday or was it Thursday? I don't remember. But it's I don't really know how to describe it. It's almost like it's not really a movie. It's just like a bunch of like a collection of like hijinks story. I didn't like it very much. Like there really wasn't much point to the film. It really had no direction. I mean, there kind of was, but it didn't really add up to anything. It was more like just like a collective tale of hijinks with this particular car wash. Just wasn't. I don't know. I didn't like it. I was kind of waiting for it to be over, which is strange for a movie like that. Definitely a great soundtrack, though. Certainly, this movie was based upon the soundtrack. The soundtrack was great, and it was rather clever that they sort of based it around this radio station, so you would always hear like whatever song as the day was going on. You'd hear songs, and of course, radio bumpers and news. So it was like a radio station. You kind of get the feeling that that's where Tarantino got the idea for Reservoir Dogs, the Reservoir Dogs soundtrack, in a way. Uh, but that's basically the most clever thing about that film. I really didn't like Car Wash very much. Of course, it stars George Carlin stars, though that might be a little bit generous. He's really not in it that much. Very, very bit part, and it's not that great of a part. I don't think he's very funny in it at all. Again, this is my opinion. If you like it, you like it. And of course, and also this film stars Bill Duke, famous Bill Duke from Commando and Predator, and he was Mac in Predator, and it's in Mandy. And, Bill Duke, great actor, and he's great in that too. Actually, he's the best part about Car Wars because he is a rather pivotal role in that film. So yeah, definitely if you're a Bill Duke fan, definitely watch Car Wash. But other than that, don't expect much because I didn't really enjoy it too much. Great soundtrack, but that's really about it. Let's see. Love Distrust. Oh, you watched? Is that the? I'm guessing that's the new Toxic Avenger, Public Distrust, because I know you've seen the old one. Of course, great movie. He says, "Yeah, I've heard that was a good one. If it is indeed the new one you're talking about, I've heard it was good." Rob is requesting a quarter-pound tater dog. Rob, I'll see what I can do for you, buddy. I can see if I can Uber Eats that over to you. Yeah, there is always a breeze, but sometimes it's very, very just hot air. But I'm used to hot air because I blow hot air a lot, don't I? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, the icon, the toolbar went all the way to the left. Hold on. Ah, here we go. Oh, Larry's checking in. Hey, Larry. Yeah, Horror Cat Dad. If you haven't subscribed to Horror Cat Dad, most certainly do so. He is a premier reviewer of mecha figures, or is it NECA? NECA figures, not Mecca. That's the Muslim thing. Yeah, NECA figures, always a good company. And Horror Cat Dad has great review videos, and he also has little shorts about his cats. There is a reason why he's called the Horror Cat Dad, because he does show off his cats. He's a cat man. He's a cat man. He's a cat man. We dot 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 dot. I don't know, Gareth. Is that true? Did Bill Duke direct Sister Act? Why do I want to say that's not true? But then again, it might be true. I wish it was true. Actually, I can't imagine him directing Whoopi Goldberg in a nun costume. That's really weird. Really, really weird. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Always breezy, especially in the mornings. I'm very, very musical in the mornings, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I've woken myself up with huge farts before. That's like a miracle of science. It's like I hear it like, oh, what? Oh, that was me? You know. And when I would do it, I always have a good dream that I'm like sleeping on a giant whoopee cushion, but just turns out I was just completely almost shitting my pants. Maybe too. Oh yeah, we got some nice friends checking in. What else did I watch this week? Oh, of course, yeah, Car Wars. I don't have it on VHS, but it was for free on YouTube. At least it had a free upload until somebody took it down. But so I watched it for free finally. I always just wanted to watch it because then it put me in mind to watch an actual good movie that I'd watched before, but I had to watch it again. It's an annual watch for me, and that's DC Cab. Joel Schumacher directed this one. Certainly, I'm sure he was inspired by the antics of Car Wars. This movie is just I can't say enough good things about this film. It's such an underrated movie. Nobody talks about this film. It just should be talked about more. Certainly, it should be on everybody's list of great '80s movies. This was released in 82 or 83, I believe. And I guess maybe the reason why it's not really talked about much is because it doesn't feel like an '80s movie. It feels like a late '70s movie. If you were to tell me this movie was released in '78, I would have believed you. It just feels like, and I can't really explain that beyond that. And I do a full dissertation video about DC Cab on this channel. If you want to just do some digging, it's Captain's Corner, a DC Cab, and I just talk about just how fabulous this movie is. Of course, famously stars Mr. T, even though he's not the main character, but he's big enough. It's just a great film. I just can't really go into more details because I sort of already talked about it in that video I was talking about, but I don't want to give too much. I don't want to give up the ghost, as they say. But and also a great Gary Busey film. If you're a fan of Gary Busey, definitely check out DC Cab because he is very Gary in this. Very Gary Busey in DC Cab. He is a lunatic. That's what we all love him for, and he certainly does well in that. Lots of people in this film. Max Gale from Barney Miller fame. And Max Gale in this looks like Macho Man, which is weird. But of course, was it Marsha Warfield? Roz from Night Court. This is pre-Night Court. Pre-Night Court Marsha Warfield and Bill Maher's in it. Just a good all around film, man. Just check it out if you haven't watched it already. So that's what that was. Like I said, it was like, oh, you know what, car wash. I gotta redeem Schumacher. I gotta watch Car Wash, maybe actually directed. And that is that. Let's see. Just people talking here in the chat. What else did I watch this week? Oh yeah, and then I was because you always have these comfort watches, as they call them, or just movies you've seen a bazillion times. You can watch them a bazillion more, and they have like annual movies you watch at least once a year. Of course, DC Cab's one of them. Another one is one I was just like, I got to watch this again this year. I haven't watched it yet. King Ralph, one of my absolute favorite movies. Great John Goodman flick. Great Peter O'Toole flick. Great William Hurt flick, or is it John Hurt? Was it John Hurt? Yeah, John Hurt. Sorry. Just a great movie, man. Just really funny. And there's just like a lot of the acting in it just seems like it's just way too good for this movie. It's just like, why is the acting so good in this film? Basically because of Peter O'Toole and John Hurt. But John Goodman does a good job too. But still, Peter O'Toole is just phenomenal. Like especially the scene where Ralph wants to quit, and Peter O'Toole has to talk him out of it. And it's just like such a great scene. It's like, wow, this is so tremendous for this film. So definitely watch King Ralph again. I'm sure you've seen it, but definitely watch it again. Watch it again for the first time, as they say. So yeah, that was another nice view. What am I doing here? And yeah, Rob says he loves King Ralph. Yes. Yeah, Rob and I have had many conversations about how great of a movie King Ralph is. And I'm sure we'll have many more great conversations about how great King Ralph is, because it is just a great movie. Just a great comedy. Nice movie. Not that long of a movie, but it's a little over an hour and a half. Just maybe, I think it's an hour. What is it? An hour and 36 minutes. So I really don't like movies that go over an hour and a half, unless it's like Empire Strikes Back or one of the Lord of the Rings films, except for Return of the King. Return of the King gets too long. Anything else can just eat one. Larry concurs. King Ralph is awesome. Hey, Larry, what are the odds of NECA doing a King Ralph figure? That would be tremendous, wouldn't it? I don't know. I think it'd be worth it. What do you think, Larry? That would be worth it. I think it would be worth it. To be honest with you, and I don't see any reason to disagree with me. Let's see. We gotta do something here. Larry asked. Larry asking a good question before I get into my file search. Do I think a sequel could have been made? No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it would have worked. I think it's good with one film because a sequel I think just would have cheapened it. And what are they going to do? Duke Ralph, because he was a Duke at the end of the film. He was made a Duke. Duke Ralph. Hi, I'm Duke Ralph. Um, so I mean, yeah, I don't know if a sequel would have worked. I think some of these, as much as I would have liked to see that story continue and his characters, go on because they were just great characters. Especially Duncan. Duncan was a great character. Whatever that actor's name is, I can never remember his name, but always enjoy him and everything he's in. Yeah, I don't think a sequel. I don't think a sequel would have worked. What do you think about like a TV show? They always try to make TV shows out of movies instead of sequels. Like, of course, the famous Uncle Buck TV show. I say famous even though nobody watched it, but you know what I mean. Or says he would buy that figure. Yeah, I would totally buy it as well. Um, Gareth, I'm sorry, Gareth. He finds it offensive to the royal family. Yeah, because actually the whole premise of that film is rather grim, and because as you know, it starts off with the entire royal family getting wiped out by an electrical accident. Leaving them no heirs except for Ralph, and well, you know how it goes. But still, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gareth, that offends you, but it is again very very grim premise. It's the entire. It's like a mass. It was a massacre, like a mass. Just a complete mass slaughter of the royal family right at the beginning of the film. So, yeah, that's kind of a weird way to start a movie. But hijinks ensue, and the laughter just covers up the um, cloud of death. That's about the best we can say about everything, can't we, folks? Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, Larry, go back to your point there. Yeah, that figure. If they were to make a King Ralph figure, they really should make a. I mean, if we're gonna do John Goodman figures, I really think they should make a figure for him in from Arachnophobia, with like the pest control guy. I can't remember his name, but that would be a great figure too. Uh, you know, I just think that NECA, they're just sitting on just a wealth of perspectives. Uh, GB. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Gareth. Okay. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Mayan's checking in. Hey, Mayan. Good to hear from you. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. Good to hear from you. Oh, yeah. Walter from Lebowski, of course, that'd be good. They could do a whole line of Lebowski figures, and I wouldn't be mad at them for that. Man, how you been doing? Yeah, Rob concurs with the Walter thing. And, yeah, while we're at it, I mean, since John Goodman is in the film, Raising Arizona figures would be cool. Well, at least just Leonard Small's figure would be awesome, especially like with um, the motorcycle and all that. Would be cool. Man, since she's been busy, summer kids are home. Yeah, it's summer is it's fun, but it's also rather hectic, isn't it? Because the kids are there, all the bees are at the hive. Uh, all right, let me see. What do I got going on? See if I can get this to work, folks. We do have a new copy sent from our sister station over at VHS Radio. Let's see if we can get this mofo to work. Will it work? Is that it? Yeah. All right, hang 10, folks.
Oh my, that was just as smooth as it could be just for you and me. You've got your radio dial locked precisely where it should be, right here on WVHS FM 92.7. VHS Radio, smooth hits for your VHS fix. I'm Chewy Charlie Fingers, spinning the platters that matter, keeping it smooth for you all throughout your workday, giving you heaping helpings of heavenly honey. That's right here on WVHS FM 92.7. VHS Radio, smooth hits for your VHS fix.
WVHS FM 92.7. WVHS FM 92.7. VHS Radio. Smooth hits for your VHS fix. WVHS FM 92.7. WVHS FM 92.7. VHS Radio.
And let's take a look at the community events calendar. The International Procrastinators Federation Convention has once again been postponed. We'll keep you filled in on any details as we get them. Coming up this Saturday over in Sandbar City is the 27th annual Sea Lice Festival. That's right, there'll be food, vendors, live music, and fireworks. That's the 27th annual Sea Lice Festival at the Eckhart Memorial Community Park, 14th and Bayside, Sandbar City.
VHS Radio.
You've got your radio locked to the most magical place on the airwaves. VHS Radio, smooth hits for your VHS fix. I'm Chewy Charlie Fingers, spinning the platters that matter. Let's keep the music going with a smooth classic from the Rubber Glove Brigade. Froggy had to walk because his car got towed. Right here on VHS Radio, smooth hits for your VHS fix.
Oh, yeah, that was ridiculous. Thank you, VHS Radio, WVHS FM, our sister station. Always good to hear from you guys. They always send me copies to the show, but usually they send me the wrong stuff. This time they did send me the right ones. So that's fun. We're having fun over here, folks. Oh, we got some... Yeah, I have my toolbar. Damn, it's all... What? Oh, man. I got to change these settings back to normal, back from senior citizen stuff. Oh my God. Let me see. Oh, man, I'm missing a lot of chat here. Man, say hi to everybody. Rob saying hi. That's it. Does McFarlane still do stuff? I don't know. I'm sort of out of the loop. You would know more than I would, Larry. I know McFarlane was top of the heap there for a while, but I'm talking about like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe even now. Not 30 years. You know what I mean? Almost 30 years. Well, he did a dude statue last year. Okay, well, that kind of answers my question. Interesting. Man, fan of the WVHS FM, VHS Radio. Good stuff. Thank you, man. If you want to hear more from them, there is a playlist on my channel for VHS Radio. There's lots of stuff. And certainly check out the playlist, Adventures in Alphabetizing. Did a couple summers ago, where the soundtrack is all VHS Radio. So you would get a kick out of that if you like VHS Radio. Yeah, Chewy Charlie Fingers, definitely good at what he does, that's for sure. Spinning the platters that matter, as he says. Yeah, spinning the platters that matter. That's right, man. Keeping it smooth for you all through your workday. Thank you, Larry. You know, I always appreciate it when you pick up on my Eckhart jokes. I just really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Let's see. Oh, we got Mayanne trying to get a ride to the Sea Lice Festival. If Larry's going, so the carpool down there. Yeah, save the gas. Certainly save the gas. Well, with that going out of the way, let's do. Well, as you know, I'm a thrifter. I go to thrift stores. And I do find all kinds of nice little treasures. Sometimes they're extravagant, sometimes not so much. Sometimes I don't find anything. This past week, I found some pretty cool stuff. So let's take a look at some thrift store scores right here on Captain Adams Happy Hour. Let's check it out. And also, if you're a fan of the show, if you watched the show before, if you watched Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain, and you know how much we lament, and I lament, about how thrifting with VHS these days is like basically few and far between. You can't find anything out there in the wild anymore. Not like it used to be. But I did find this the other day, which I thought was extremely interesting. This box set of just sci-fi classics from the Diamond Award series. It's called Sci-Fi Classics, a box set that includes 5 tapes: The Brain That Wouldn't Die, The Wasp Woman, The Giant Gila Monster, and for some reason there's 2 copies of The Killer Shrews. I'm not sure why. There's 2 copies of The Killer Shrews. They appear to be identical. I really don't know why there's 2 copies of The Killer Shrews in this box set. It's just kind of weird. These are 1996 distributions, with, from what I gather, are public domain movies. But still, this is great stuff, man. Just I wasn't expecting to find this. I wasn't expecting to find anything VHS wise at the thrift store. Never really do anymore in the wilds, but I certainly was not expecting to find this, a box set. So it's curious to me why there is 2 copies of The Killer Shrews. I got to do more research on this. Was there another movie that was here, but they lost it and replaced it with another copy of The Killer Shrews? But why on earth would they do that? What kind of situation would let them have more than one copy of The Killer Shrews and let them lose the 5th movie in this box set? So I don't know about that, but you're happy to have this. You can't get it in there. And they're not moldy. That's always something I'm always very excited about when I find tapes in the wild. Well, they're not moldy. It makes me happy, and I like being happy. I'm sure you do too. Oh, look, we got carpool going on to the Sea Lice Festival. Really looking forward to that procrastinators convention. It just keeps getting postponed. Let's see. Yeah. Larry says he's down, May. You guys hook it up. Guys, get going over to Sandbar City. Yeah, they out. So they're going. Oh, wear lots of suntan lotion. You know, be good to your skin. Yeah, definitely Mystery Science Theater classics there, but without their help. Now, those kind of films, I don't know, man. Once you see the Mystery Science Theater versions before you see the actual film, it's a little bit difficult to go back to like the original film because you certainly need their help with that. Because a lot of those movies are a little bit hard to watch, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I think we all are. We all need to join the International Procrastinators Federation. I totally could be a star member, that's for sure. Let's see, what else did I find? Well, that's it for VHS. I mean, like I said, I don't find VHS at all anymore. And but I do peruse the DVD section because sometimes you can find some pretty cool stuff. In this particular time, I did find 4 little tidbits of goodness. I mean, how about a Jackie Chan and a Sammo Hung movie directed by Sammo Hung with Wheels on Meals? Anybody familiar with this film? So yeah, you guys know about this film? I don't know anything about it, but I figured it was worth picking up. So there's that. And how about The Imp? You guys familiar with The Imp? Horror movie. I mean, this is Korea. Is this Korea? It's Korea. It's directed by Yuan Kwong. That sounds Korean. Is that a Korean movie? It doesn't really say. I think it's Chinese. I think it's Chinese. Uh, yeah, I just thought it was very unique. You don't really see this stuff. It was right beside. It was right in between Shrek 2 and one of the Bring It On movies. I was like, "What? I got to get this. I got to save it." Uh, then I got this a Pang Brothers film, The Eye. Anybody familiar with The Eye? Uh, I'm not, but I thought it was worth picking up. Again, I think it's like the same kind of thing. They have characters on the back as well as English translation of the description. I don't know if you really can see that in the lighting, but that was it. And then I found this is something that's, I mean, it's weird to find this in a thrift store. It's weird to find any Frank Zappa stuff in a thrift store. And I found Baby Snakes DVD, which I had up until recently, but I sold it probably a couple months ago. And they just had it there in a thrift store. And I was like, that's really weird. It's a weird thing to donate to a thrift store, I should say. I mean, really, you could have just sold it. I mean, what? So, yeah, Baby Snakes. If you haven't seen Baby Snakes, I mean, even if you're not a Frank Zappa fan, it's still a pretty good concert movie. Definitely, they do a lot of incredible performances on this. Terry Bozzio, as a drummer, he dram for them at this point in time. Terry Bozzio, incredible drummer. He was with them. So yeah, definitely check out Baby Snakes if you haven't already. I'm glad to have this again. I was very surprised to find it. So that's that. So yeah. So what are you guys? Do you guys thrift out there? What are you guys' experiences with 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 thrifting? Do you have a lot of good stuff to share with thrifting? What's this? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so there's that. Let's see, what else did I find? I found this in the glassware section, which is something I don't. It's a section of the thrift stores I don't really frequent, but this day I was really glad I did, and I found this. This is art class project saucer of the Joker from The Dark Knight. Rather well done. I mean, this had to be like maybe a 9th or 10th grade project. I had to save it. I mean, it was $2, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this, dude. Just it's just this. You know what? You can scoff at this notion all you want, but this is art. This is artwork. This is handmade, handcrafted, one of a kind artwork. Not a bad job. If it is a 9th or 10th grade project, not a bad job. Watch it turn out to be like some like community college project or something. But yeah, not a bad job. Had to save this one. Look at that. Oh, yeah. The good cop, bad cop routine. Uh, yeah, that's good stuff. Something you don't expect to find. Because, you do thrifting. It's like, oh, you just kind of peruse and just kind of browse. I'm browsing. And you see something, you're like, oh, I got to get it. I got to, here, take my money. And that was one of them. So, yeah, Larry, if you haven't, definitely, if you haven't seen or not seen, check out Baby Snakes. Look it up on YouTube. You can find the albums in its entirety. Of course, most of the songs. Well, hold on a second. Now, the songs from "Shake Your Booty," which is spelled like chic, are from performances from Baby Snakes. So there really isn't. I don't think there's an album called Baby Snakes. It's really "Shake Your Booty," and you can look it up right here on YouTube. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. One of my favorite albums of his. The wife thrifts, claims I'm not into it. Gonna look for VHS vinyl and older figures. Yeah, you can find tons of cool stuff there. It's just kind of few and far between. And speaking of vinyl, let me put my beer down. I did find I don't really have the patience enough to sort of go through the vinyl of the thrift stores because there's usually just a bunch of crap, like a lot of Lawrence Welk, a lot of like Christmas classics, stuff like that. Which I don't have a problem with Christmas music. I just don't want a bunch of Christmas vinyl. But that's usually what the categories are. And so, yeah, vinyl and thrift stores are sort of weird. I haven't really come up with anything really good except for recently where I found George Carlin on the road. Good George Carlin stand-up performance. Early George Carlin, back when he was more surreal and just more whimsical, less political and serious. I don't know. I don't mind that stuff either, but it's I prefer his earlier stuff. So there's that, and then there's something that just really just screamed to me, which is weird to have. Watership Down soundtrack, of course, a horribly traumatic movie, and now I have the soundtrack on vinyl. So that's good stuff. Again, it's like, why would you find this in a thrift store? It's just so weird. And this is cool because it still has the Waxy Maxie's price tag on it, $7.69, dude. If you remember what Waxy Maxie's is, chances are you have bad knees right now and your back hurts, and you know when it's going to rain because your knees hurt. That's what we're at right now, folks. So yeah, always good to find that. And there's something just silly. Found a mystery machine toy, which I don't know what line this is from. Let's see if I can see what year it's from. It's not vintage at all. It's newer. Let's see. We got a year on this. I don't see a year. Well, we're going to go ahead and just say it's recent. Apparently it is electronic, but it doesn't work because somebody left it on the on switch for 3 years. So no wonder it doesn't work. Well, there's that. Okay. That was that. Good thrift store scores there. Let's see what we got going on here. 2 copies of that movie. Oh my goodness. Man says, well, she asked if we can believe she doesn't own a single VHS tape. Well, no, I can believe it just fine. I totally can. You don't have to have them, but they're fun to have. No, I believe it. It's fine. It's good. 2 copies of what movie, Rob? Which movie are you talking about? Yes, he has 2 copies of that movie. Being very cryptic there with that. Well, we're going to get into a nice little segment here on the Captain Adams Happy Hour with something where I like to show off, explore some weird marketing. Marketing has been a very, very strange landscape, and I like to cultivate some weird ads from past years. And here's the segment in which I like to call odd ads of the past.
Captain Adams Happy Hour presents Odd Ads of the Past.
So yeah, today we're going to focus on cigarette advertising, which of course has always been a little bit taboo, especially relatively recently, where cigarette advertising has been stricken from the record. Of course, I don't remember what year it was when they put the kibosh on broadcast advertising, as far as like television advertising for commercials and radio advertising for commercials, and it was just nothing but print ads. But of course, I don't remember what year that was. But of course, Watership Down. Sorry, going back to this. Watership Down. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. But of course, print ads have always been a thing. As far as I know, they're still existing. Just excuse me, I'm throwing up in my mouth as we speak. Hey, Josh, what's going on, buddy? Josh, HR&R, YouTube's new alternative. Checking in. Thank you, Josh. Josh is where to go to when it comes to VHS stuff. Good guy. Good guy. Thank you very much for checking in. Yeah, cigarette ads, as far as I know, print ads are still a thing, and they've always been a thing. And so we're going to take a look at some interesting cigarette print ads right now. That's something I've cultivated from the wild worlds of the interwebs. Let's see what we got here. See if I can. My computer cooperates with me, and we can actually look and see files. We have them here. Here we get close. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. What would be a good one to start off with? I guess a good one to start off with would, yeah. One thing about cigarette advertising was like way early on, 30s, 40s, 50s. There was this thing where cigarettes were supposed to be healthy for you. They were supposed to be dietary supplements. They were supposed to help you with any kind of ailment. They were just supposed to be good for you, enriching you in every aspect of your life. And there was plenty of advertising that promoted things as such. And here's one right now: more doctors smoke Camels. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Like, could you believe that, having something like that nowadays? Just, oh my God. I very curious that was even a thing, man. I mean, just of course, it doesn't stop there. There's plenty more if I can get my computer to cooperate with us here. Plenty more, Denty more. Let's see. Where's more medical, medically advice? Here, what's this one? What's this one say? This one says, look at this. I'll be right over. Like it's like an emergency. They need a cigarette. They made a house call. More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Like, I'll be right over. Hang on. It's just incredible to me. Like, wow, what is happening there? Like, what is happening? And that you got to call your doctor in the middle of the night to about cigarettes. I don't know, man. Just very interesting stuff. Different times, indeed. Let's see what we got. Show a couple more here. Medical. We got medical stuff. Medical. Where's my medical stuff? Medical stuff. I thought I saw one more that was worth a damn here. And there was also advertisements that would tell you that if you were pregnant, it was totally cool to smoke. No big deal. It's good for your pregnancy. Where I can find them here. Where are they? Where did I put them? They're in here somewhere. Hold on, folks. Yeah, it's amazing to think that now. Like, you really can't imagine that nowadays. You tell people now, like kids nowadays, that there were like ads like this, they would absolutely not believe you. It's just too much to ask of anybody to believe. they had ads that were promoting you smoking whilst you were pregnant. Let's see, I can find them. They're in here somewhere. I know they are. The hell are they? Almost there, folks. Oh yeah, here's one. Let's see. The point being, it was supposed to alleviate your stress from your pregnancy, and you were supposed to be like happy-go-lucky with it. Here, this just doesn't really say much. It sort of like inadvertently says, "Hey, smoke while you're pregnant. Your baby will appreciate it." So yeah, that's interesting. Yeesh. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Definitely don't smoke while you're pregnant. Don't. Just wait. Let's see. There's one more here I could find with preggers, women. What the hell is it? There's that one. Oh, where is it? Ooh. Thought I had one. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Still, there was a couple of that were like, hey, smoke while you're pregnant. It's cool. But do not smoke while you're pregnant. It's probably not recommended at all, actually. What's this one say? Is this one a doctor one? What's this one? Yeah, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarettes. Yeah, that's the thing. That's like that was the thing. Another thing was not a call from the carload. There was asthma cigarettes, cigarettes that were supposed to help you with your asthma, which is just, it seems kind of counterproductive to me, but whatever. It was all just a lie anyway. So most things are a lie. If you haven't figured it out by now, most things are a scam, and everything's a lie, except for me. I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. And you know what? Is this the one? Even dentists got in the game as well, recommending certain cigarettes. Here's a Viceroy. Do they even still make Viceroy cigarettes? Viceroy filters the smoke. As your dentist, I would recommend Viceroys. That's good of him. So yeah, I'm not sure why a dentist would. I guess because it's easier on your teeth. It's low tar. I don't know. But yeah, it's it. I wouldn't recommend any medical expert to recommend cigarettes. Let's see what else we got here. What's a cool one to look at? And speaking of that, would you believe that Listerine, of course, the mouthwash, actually started off its existence as a cigarette product? If you don't believe me, here you go. Listerine cigarettes. Yep, from 1927, they started off Listerine cigarettes. It's a real thing. So you want to see an actual pack? I'll show you an actual pack. If you don't believe me, want to fight about it? There's an actual pack. Let me just find the picture. Where's that pack? Where's that pack of Listerine cigarettes? How did it go? Oh, now I'm looking like a liar. Where'd it go? I swear I have it. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Oh, man. How did it go? Listerine cigarettes. That's kind of weird. Apparently, it was the same thing. Oh, here it is. It was the same thing where it's supposed to kill like bacteria in your mouth. Like there you go. Listerine cigarettes. It was pretty much the same thing that Listerine, the mouthwash, boast upon to this day, but it was in cigarette form. So in 1927, Listerine cigarettes were a thing, and let me show you here the actual testimonial with the health benefits. Yeah, Listerine will kill 200. It's 200 million germs in 15 seconds. Smoke these cigarettes and avoid colds. That just sounds a little made up, but we'll go with it. Hi, Auntie Puma. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much for being here. I will see you again Friday for Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain over on Rob's Footage Video right here on YouTube. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for checking in, Puma. Let's see. What else is a good one to show? Yeah, this is just so ridiculous. It's a lot of fun. Once you get into this stuff, it's like, oh my God, what a rabbit hole. Especially cigarette advertising. Man, how they pushed it to be so healthy for you. It's just so weird. It's quackery is what it is. And then, of course, not all of it was odd ads. It wasn't exactly odd. But sometimes it was just it stood alone because it had great artwork. Where it's odd that they would put so much trouble into having such artwork. Let me see if I can find a good example here. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh my God! Where'd it go? Hold on, folks. Bear with me. Stuff it moves it just moves. What was a good example? Well, here we go. We'll do a Russian cigarette. I can't pronounce it, of course. I don't have an English translation, but look at this picture. The guy is apparently escaping communism on a giant cigarette being fired out of a cannon made of a pack of giant cigarettes. He's having a good time. And he's smoking a cigarette while he's doing it. That's a good way to get around. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely everywhere in the world there was weird cigarette ads, great art. Let me see. I wish I had a better way to do this. I don't have to go through my files to find this shit. Here's another interesting piece of art. I think this is from the 20s. Zero cigarettes, zero girls. I don't know what's happening there. Just go ahead and drink that in for a second. I don't know. Apparently, it's cigarettes that were light enough for girls, strong enough for boys. Kind of like the secret deodorant thing. pH balance, strong enough for a man, but pH balance for a woman. I guess it was the same thing for zero cigarettes. So that's interesting. That's some pretty good artwork there. Very, very interesting artwork. I don't know what's happening there. It's kind of frightening. What's he doing to those cigarette women? Uh, trying to, there it is. All right. Here's another one I wanted to show you that was pretty cute, artwork wise. Well, you save this stuff in files, you put them in order, and then your computer just does whatever the hell it wants. Oh yes. That's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's some pretty good examples. Lucky Strikes was pretty much top of the game. Oh whoops. Hold on. I gotta delete some images. Apparently, StreamYard's had enough of my shit. Let me delete some stuff here. Lucky Strikes was just still around, by the way. But Lucky Strikes was one of the top purveyors of tobacco goods and wares back in the day. And of course, they had plenty of pretty awesome advertising as far as artwork goes. And we're getting ready to see some right now. Give me 2 seconds to pull up this bullshit. Let's see. Not that. That's porn. You don't want to see that. Just had it. It moved again. Hold on. So yeah, Lucky Strikes. There we go. Just great artwork. Again, it's just odd that someone would put so much effort into this. There's two of them right there. I don't know if they're oil paintings. They look like oil paintings, but just good stuff. Apparently their tagline was "It's toasted." So it's just kind of a strange tagline to have, but that's good stuff right there. And of course, there was, we're talking about odd stuff. Well, hold on. I got to show you another example of some pretty cool art, especially wartime stuff during WW2. Cigarette ads were pretty much at their peak of obscenity. Not obscenity, but just a lot of very, very dramatic art. And if I can find it, you're going to see it. And where the hell did I put it? You have to apologize, folks. Oh, there we go. A cigarette company called Murad or Murad. I can't really pronounce it. But it was a Turkish cigarette company. I'm pretty sure they're not around anymore. But here's two examples of just wartime effort cigarette ads. Apparently, if you bought cigarettes, you would help the Allies win the war, which might have been true because the Allies did win the war, didn't they? So who knows? It could have been Murad cigarettes. Partially responsible. Who knows? I want to say that's not true, but I don't know. Let's see what else we're going to see here. Okay, that's enough of that. What else? I got something that's just something that reminds me. I think it's a Newport. It's a Newport ad. Let's see if I can find it. Reminds me of like a rough draft of an Atari artwork, Atari box cover art. Like a rough draft of it, just because it's just so cut. It's just very, very. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the words to describe it. Certainly, it's weird to describe it for a cigarette ad or any commercial. Here it is for Winston. Look at that. Look at that. That just looks great. Reeks of 70s art, 70s pop art. I love it. I really do. So apparently, when you're skiing, make sure to be smoking a cigarette the entire time, or else you'll die horribly in a terrible accident. But yeah, just look at that artwork. Great stuff there. Great stuff. Great artwork. Yeah, I'm a fan of that kind of artwork. All right, that's enough of that. Let's see. There's too many toolbars. Too many scroll bars to say, not toolbars, scroll bars. Scroll bars. My name is Ernest T. Scrollbar. Let's see, what else I want to show you. What is worth a nickel and dime here on this show? What do we got? Yeah, another bizarre advertising thing. I guess it was from the late 70s, perhaps early 80s. Was for a cigarette brand that I'm pretty sure does not exist anymore. With what is that? How was that? Tellyton? Taliton cigarettes, where like their tagline was you'd fight. Territon. Us Territon smokers would rather fight than switch. Like he has a black eye there. Um, Join the unswitchables. Get the filter cigarette with a taste worth fighting for. They're saying that the cigarette is so good that you're going to kick somebody's ass for it or get your ass kicked for it because it looked like you should see the other guy, as they say. But yeah, there's a guy with a black eye there because he wanted to keep his cigarette brand. I like my cigarettes too. I don't know if I don't know. It depends on how long I've gone without one. Maybe I'd fight somebody for it. I don't know. But if somebody like say, "Hey, you want to switch?" I don't think I would get in a fist fight with them. I would say, "Oh, hey, give me a shot. I'll give it a shot." And then I try it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. They'll probably be like, "Oh, okay, that's fine. You can go back to your old ones." I wouldn't fight them. That's a bit extreme. Why would you fight somebody for that? It doesn't make any sense. Well, advertising is advertising, isn't it? There's another one. Let me show you. There's one with chicks in it too. There's chicks fighting for their cigarettes. Let me see if I can find it. A couple of them have chicks in it fighting for their cigarettes with big old black eyes, which is kind of weird. But hey, equal rights, equal fights. Yeah, there's one. Did I have one or two? One or two. I want to check 2 and 1. Did I have 2 on 1? I wish you guys understood what I was talking about. Because I had these all laid out, but then my computer decided it didn't like how it was laid out. Oh, yeah, look at this one. This is weird. I don't have 2. I only have 1, but we'll just show this one. And look at that one. Again, the same one. Look at that mouth. She looks like a Metroid enemy. Like an enemy that's in Metroid. Yeah, she got into a fight over a cigarette. Somebody asked her to switch, and she just had enough. And she got popped in the eye for it. But, I used to see the other guy, as they say. Well, I already said that, didn't I? Oh, moment's passed. Oh, well. Let's see. I'm going to get into some other stuff here. I wanted to show you some other ones, but I think I'll save them for another time. But here's some other good stuff. Oh, my goodness. I showed you that one already. Hold on, folks. Okay, hold on. You can do it. You can hold on. So I'll get back down here again. Look at that. I gotta clean this shit out, man. It's just kind of wild. Here's an interesting one from Marlboro. I think 50s, early 50s. It says, "Hey, Mom. Just a question, Mom. Can you afford to not smoke?" That's just interesting that a baby would be asking you that question. Marlboro? Yeah, can you afford to not smoke Marlboro? Can you? Interesting. Of course, nowadays the prices of cigarettes are so high, you can't afford to smoke Marlboros because they're very, 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 very pricey. As they say, the taxes go to support your public schools, but then they also tell you that they raise the taxes to try to get you to quit smoking. So let me ask you this: which is it? So if I quit smoking, does that mean that the schools are going to suffer? So what are you trying to do? You trying to make me to quit, or are you trying to make me help kids? You got to pick one, okay? Pick one. How about you just stop lying to me? How about you stop being a typical politician? Quit lying to me. Stop taxing my shit. If I want to smoke, I want to smoke. That's not your problem. Certainly shouldn't try to get me to stop by raising the prices. You fucking Nazis. Yeah, let's see. Here's one from Marlboro. Speaking of Marlboro, I'll keep it in the Marlboro range. Something that a little bit later on, I don't really know the year. I think it was late 90s, but here's one I thought was sort of weird, just because it doesn't make any sense, but why not? Imagery was certainly cool. If I can find the effing thing. Where is it? It was right beside the baby one. What the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Here's a Marlboro ad that depicts soldiers in the Roman army smoking Marlboros, which is highly inaccurate historically. I don't think Marlboros were around. Maybe in the Constantine Empire. Probably not though. But that's there it is. Say what you will about the historical accuracy. I'm casting doubt on that. I'm going to cast a little bit of skepticism on the accuracy of this ad. Yeah, I don't think cigarettes were around in the Roman Empire. Certainly not in BC. Maybe AD. I don't know. I mean, tobacco was, but not Marlboro cigarettes. I mean, come on. I don't think flavor country was a thing until much later on. Let's see. What did I want to show you? Of course, Camel. Camel would be another very, very popular brand of cigarettes. Still is to this day, but they would always have. They had a line of these. If you remember, a lot of people forget they had this very, very short run of their packaging design and label design. This is late 70s, as you can tell by the layout there of the pack, maybe even like 80, 81. But they had as you can see there, the pack's different than their typical logo. But here we have this guy, Discover Camel Light's Satisfaction. This guy just traveling around, and you're going to notice a theme here. This guy just traveling around the world, just smoking cigarettes wherever he goes, just smoking everywhere he goes. I'll show you another one here. I'll show you a couple more, actually. I have a couple more where he's just on adventures, just smoking cigarettes all around the world. And of course, they changed the tagline for it. Where's the other one? I just showed you that one. Yeah. Oh. They just get really, really obscene. Egypt apparently was a big thing because here we have him, same guy with the Sphinx, just smoking, just traveling around the world smoking cigarettes at the Sphinx. Because why not? Why wouldn't you? Just having a smoke at the Sphinx. And I mean, I don't know. There's camels there. That makes sense. You know, there's camels in Egypt. You know, there's also mummies though too. That was like mummy cigarettes. Would you smoke mummy cigarettes? As long as it didn't taste like mummy. You know. Welcome aboard, Adam Wright. Good to hear from you. Watching at the gym where he's getting ripped. He's pumping iron. Watching Captain Adam's Happy Hour. Watching me talk about a bunch of cigarette ads while you're working out. I love it, man. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Oh my God. The thing moved. That's what she said. Yeah, desert smoking. Yeah, desert smoking. It's like you're desert smoking or non-smoking. Oh, definitely. Definitely smoking. Absolutely. Mummy smokes. Yes. Well, we're going to continue down this little road because there is they did a slew of these Adventure Man camel ads. Hold on. Let me find you another one here. Another one that's worth half a damn. Ooh. This one I thought was kind of weird just because it's I don't know. Like I said, they did change the taglines a bunch. They were always looking for new taglines, something that would work best. This one, if I could find it, they had one called Where a Man Belongs. They used that. Is this the one? There's two of them. There's a 2 for 1. 2 for 1, pal. Yeah. Oh, it's a whole new world, differently. You see the one here says Where a Man Belongs. This guy just travels around, just smoking cigarettes everywhere he goes, just taking smoke breaks in every country in the world. So you can see there on the left, he's getting ready to cross a rope bridge and plunge to his death. And there on the right, he's just he's just relaxing after a full day of exploring ancient burial grounds and getting cursed and all that stuff. I mean, just good stuff. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Where's the other one I wanted to show you that was sort of interesting? Speaking of, I want to show you Where a Man Belongs. Where a Man Belongs was like their tagline for a very, very short stint. And they had one here that's just really strange to me that just really stood out. And I got to show it to you if I can find it. Oh, heavens. Oh, here it is. So the tagline is Where a Man Belongs. And it's showing an image of where a man absolutely does not belong. A man should not be straddled between 2 big rocks on top of a huge mountain. That is not where anybody belongs unless you're a mountain goat or a harpy eagle. So yeah, where a man belongs, that is not where a man belongs. Camel got that one a little bit wrong. and we're appreciative because it's very, very comical. And I'll show you one more camel one that was worth a damn here. Oh God! Oh yeah, here's one where this guy should be more concerned than what he is because there is a wolf behind him. Where a man belongs, and I don't know if that's where a man belongs, but that's where a wolf belongs. That wolf, I don't know, man. I would be a little bit concerned about that wolf. You might want to put the cigarette down and do something because there's a wolf behind you, and I think that's going to matter later down the road. I really do. So yeah, that's they're always trying stuff new. That's part of advertising, isn't it, folks? Just trying new stuff and see what works. And let me show you a couple more before we get out of here for this evening. So what is the other one I wanted to show you that was pretty funny? Something that was just overtly sexual for really no reason. Of course, sex sells, as they say. All right, we'll see you, man. Thank you for stopping in. You definitely feed your kids. Certainly feed the kids. Feed the kids. Oops. Should feed the kids. This is just kind of weird for Newports. I'm guessing it's late 70s. Just kind of, reel it in, lady, for heaven's sakes. What are you doing there? That's just way too suggestive. Anyways, man, thank you for stopping in. We will see you next time, hopefully. You're checking again with us right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Certainly check in for Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain over on Ralph's Vintage Video right here on YouTube. Well, I hope to hear from you again. Thank you for stopping in. Enjoy your summer, man. There we go. Well, that is a good point, Adam Wright. I think I would have to, get one for the road, and the road being right into eternity as I get mauled to death by rabid, wild canines. I wish there was only one wolf. Usually wolves are they work in packs, so if there's only one wolf, you can usually just scare them off. At least I hope so. Yeah, there's that weird pervert lady there on the Newport ads. Weird. Hey, smoke Newports and get spit roasted, apparently. They're trying to tell you. I don't really know what's going on there. Here's an interesting one, which I thought was just rather comical. Lucky Strikes. Of course, Lucky Strikes were known for being non-filter cigarettes. Every cigarette was. The filter was really just a new invention. I think in the late 40s into the 50s. I might be wrong about that. And Lucky Strikes sort of always hung. They were holdovers for like non-filter days, and when they did actually get filters, put filters on their cigarettes, it was a big deal. So Lucky Filters, you don't have to light it to like it. I disagree. I think the point of a cigarette is to light it and to smoke it. That's what makes it likable. But whatever. As you can see there, it's not even in her mouth the right way. She has the filter sticking out. I don't know if that's the point of the ad, but if she lights that, it's really going to stink. And she's going to find out the hard way. So that's like a cigarette ad that isn't really accurate in how to tell you how to smoke a cigarette. Man. Tragic stuff. Nope. Not what I wanted. Let's see, what was the other one I wanted to do? Well, a couple more here, and then we'll finish up for tonight in this edition of the Happy Hour. Where is it? If you guys had to see how many pictures I got to go through to get to the ones I actually wanted to show you. Let's see. That one, no, I don't want to show you that one. That one's kind of weird. This one's interesting. This is a much later, or much earlier one, I should say, for Chesterfields, or Lucky Strikes, I mean. Asked the question, do you inhale? I think this was in the 40s. According to this picture, I think this guy is asking the wrong questions because do you inhale? That lady looks like she's dead. Like, I don't think she inhales anymore. She probably did at one time, but I think she needs medical assistance. That I don't know what's going on there, but that lady's dead. Definitely check for a pulse. Do you inhale? No, I don't think she does anymore. She did it one time, but whatever happened just now wasn't good. So, yeah, let me see if I got one more for you, folks. One more for tonight, and then we're going to call it quits here on the happy hour. If we are exceeding an hour, even though happy hours do go beyond an hour. It's misadvertising, false advertising. It goes beyond an hour. Usually, happy hours are 2 or 3 hours at bars and restaurants, but this is not a bar and restaurant, so go piss up a rope. What do I want to show you? One more. What's one more good one that you would really appreciate that would make me feel a lot better about existing? Let me see. That's a good artwork one, but no, we already talked about good artwork stuff. It's kind of goes without saying, doesn't it? Let me see. I don't like that one. Oh, well, back to the whole thing, smoking while you're pregnant is a good thing conversation piece. Here's one where you see a pregnant woman just completely having at it with a Winston. Yeah, it's very, very highly inaccurate medical advice there. I don't smoke while you're pregnant. Just don't do that, okay? There's a reason why they don't have these kind of ads anymore. Let's see. Okay, one more, and then we're going to call it quits for tonight, folks. Really hope you enjoyed tonight's program. Forgive my weird faces, but I am squinting at my computer screen, looking for my files that are, oddly enough, not anything I've saved for the show. It's weird that my computer just says, oh, hey, have everything you've saved. No big deal. You'll be fine. Mm-hmm. What's the one I wanted to show you? One more I wanted to show you that was good. Oh, I'm going to save all the Christmas ones for another time. Because that's just, there's a lot of Christmas ones. It's really weird. Oh, here's one that's rather overtly sexual. Not exactly cigarettes, but they're miniature cigars with, look at this shit. Blow in her face and she'll follow you anywhere. That's, wow. Well, I don't know if it's highly suggestive. Maybe that's on us. Maybe that's on us for having dirty minds. But Tipple, they're little cigars, little mini cigars, telling you to just either blow smoke in a girl's face, which is rude, or just completely, I don't know what they're. I mean, I do, but I don't want to say it. This is supposed to be a G-rated show. But yeah, that's going to be about it for that. For odd ads of the past, do you guys want to hear the theme again? I don't mind. Let me get rid of some of this shit. Yes. Oh, I have so many pictures up still in the queue. Hold on a second. Oh man, wow. It's a good thing it. Right, says that's that proposed to his wife. Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, sometimes it works, I guess. I mean, there's a reason why there was an ad for it. I mean, it could have worked. I mean, who am I to say? I wouldn't guess. I wouldn't guess that's how you go about things. Yeah. Let me see. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this little segment of mine. I really hope you enjoyed.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour presents Odd Ads of the Past.
Yes, that's been Odd Ads of the Past. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoyed this show. Good stuff. Let's get a little word from our sponsors here before we shut her down.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by Captain Adam's VHS pirate ship. Join the crew and set sail on the high seas of VHS collecting. Captain Adam's VHS pirate ship. And by Slop House Tattoos on the corner of North and Main and East Hamilton. Ask them about their Refer a Friend program. And for a limited time only, get a 25% off mail-in rebate with proof of any blood infection. Proper medical documentation required. Slop House Tattoos for your next mistake.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour.
Yes, folks. It it's about that time to shut her down. Shut her down. I'm going to shut it up and I'm going to shut her down. Oh my God. Excuse me. What we got here? Some comments. Larry says, good stuff, Cap. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Oh, you know what, Larry? I got to tell you, I'm a little hesitant to watch your video about the Van Helsing figure because you seem to be not too big of a fan of your work, and I don't want to watch it if you didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of nervous. I've started watching it, and then I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to finish watching this. I will, though. I'll have the courage one day. So, because I know you said you were frustrated. You said that I heard you say like the figure didn't stand up by itself, and that alone would drive me insane as well. So I kind of I kind of know what you're coming from there. Adam Red says, "Love it, Cap." Well, the question mark though it makes it love it, Cap. I know what you mean, Adam Wright. Thank you very much for checking in. Thank you, Adam Wright. I do love you, buddy. Certainly. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, East Hamilton, man. Yeah, Hamilton. East Hamilton's hopping in town. Yeah. Slop. Well, it's a real place. So, don't go there. But thanks, everybody. All right. I'll dig the next one. Okay, we'll dig the next one. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking forward to that, man. Don't worry, I will get the courage to finish watching the Van Helsing one, but I don't know, man. Like I started like reading the comments, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they just talk about how you you were pissed off at the figure and all this." And I'll watch it though. I will watch it, but I like to have my image of Larry, the horror cat dad, as one of I don't know, a different one. I don't want to see him mad. I don't want to see him mad. I just don't. But I understand. I understand the frustration. Maybe it was just molded weird, or maybe I don't know. Some figures just don't stand up. I have a Predator figure that doesn't stand up. Well, shit. I got to prop it up against something. Who wants to fucking do that? But anyways, yes. Thanks everybody for checking in. Thank you for hanging out with us and with me, I should say. There's nobody else here. I guess the chat. Thank you for hanging out with the chat as well. Certainly, I will see you again over on Rob's Vintage Video right here on YouTube Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock on the coast for Friday Night Tape Talk with Rob and the Captain over on Rob's Vintage Video right here on YouTube. And I'm guessing by everybody in the chat, you've already subscribed to my channel. But just in case you haven't, be sure to hit subscribe, give me a like, and certainly view the stuff in my archives, because subscribers are one thing, views are totally different. If you really want to help a channel, watch their stuff, because that's what tells YouTube to put it in your feed, and it shows up in your algorithm more, and that's what helps. Just subscribing to a channel, any channel, doesn't really do much. Unless you watch their stuff. That's what tells YouTube whether or not you actually like something in your feed or not. So certainly check out, this channel. And of course, check out Horror Cat Dad, check out Rob's Vintage Video, and everybody's going to have a good time. Trust me, it's not a bad thing. Okay. We got Bear singing it. Not everybody. Yeah, we'll see you Friday, Larry. Definitely see you Friday. Thank you for always being part of the Friday Night Tape Talk crew. Thank you, my man. Ross says, later, dudes, and I have to concur. Adam Wright, you're being way too liberal with that question mark and the exclamation points. See ya. See ya. I will see you next time, Adam Wright. Thank you for checking in with me. I always appreciate you. I appreciate everybody out there. Please take care. Later, Rob. Later yourself, buddy. And everybody, take care out there. Don't let your meatloaf, and go with God, my friends. Until next time, everybody, just be good out there. Be kind, be good, be genuine, be brave, be yourself. For goodness sakes, have fun. All right, we'll see you next time. Right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship. Thank you for watching Captain Adam's Happy Hour. I'm Captain Adam, wishing you goodbye and good luck.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour.
This has been Captain Adam's Happy Hour, right here on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship.
Thank you for watching. And remember, all panties are edible if you try hard enough.
Captain Adam's Happy Hour.